Physique inflation, something that's pretty interesting to most of us. Physique inflation is essentially, we used to want to look one way, and now we want to look bigger than that, and we think people that look that way are not that big anymore. A great example of this can be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I don't know if you guys have seen it. This is what he looked like, a literal superhero. This was his build. At the time, we thought he was an absolutely beautiful looking man. We thought he was jacked. We wanted to look like that when we were little kids. Some people still want to look like that, but most of our goals are unfortunately a lot higher than that now. Today, we're going to be talking about that and doing squats simultaneously. And just a quick warning, the video for the squats is going to be a little bit more, zoomed in. I'm going to be recording it vertically on my phone because I need it for my challenge. I do this challenge on my shorts. I would love for you guys to go and check it out. Please click on my page and go and take a look. I'm also on day 148 as of today of doing push-ups for subscribers. So, the challenge has been going really well. We're getting close to 10K. And for those of you who also don't know, we're going bald at 10K subscribers. So that's going to be pretty epic. In my opinion, physique inflation has grown more than the inflation of money, which is absolutely absurd to say considering the fact that we used to buy, $120 of groceries and it would last us a week. Now, if we buy $120 of groceries, it will last us 3 days tops. And this is speaking 4 years ago. I don't even want to get into the long run of, buying groceries. But anyway, let's do a quick set of squats and then let's get back into the video. So I have right here this little barbell. It was a lot cheaper than an actual barbell. And I don't know how many sets we're going to be doing. I'm just going to try to do as much as I can. I'm just trying to finish this up. These are very difficult to do. I'm a huge hater of leg day. However, for those of you that don't know, doing legs actually raises your testosterone levels. So at this point, we don't have a choice because I'm trying to be a man, not a little girl. As a warm-up set, we did 30. Let's hope we can do more next set. I'm so out of breath. I hate doing legs and I hate doing cardio. Personally, I'm currently on a trip to greatness. My physique is pretty small. I'm not very built. I work out a lot. I work out almost every single day. I think I work out 5 to 6 days a week, depending on the week and how my muscles and brain are feeling that day. And I'm working on a lot of discipline. For those of you who don't know, discipline is key. Motivation does not matter because today you will be motivated, tomorrow you won't be. However, if today you're disciplined, tomorrow you will be as well. So that's my problem. For me, is a lot of it is discipline and also eating habits. I eat whatever I want and I don't eat enough of it. So I can't even gain weight like that. Now, currently I am on a bulk. I went from weighing about 152 pounds to weighing about 165 pounds. Pure fat, pure, no muscle in that. However, I will be able to transform it later. For people that say dirty bulking doesn't work, it's worked for centuries. Just because it doesn't work for you because you're a skinny fuck doesn't mean it won't work for me. I'm a skinny fuck and I'm trying to change it every single way I can. And if it won't work for me, I'll try something else. But let me try it. Stop hating. So this is my physique at the moment. Please keep in mind the lighting is bad, so I don't look as great as I do in some of my videos. It's not that I'm losing gains. This is just what I look like in broad daylight. So I have a little bit of abdominal definition right now. I'm gaining weight right here on the side, so I'm getting a little bit of love handles, which is an issue. And I'm gaining weight in my actual titties, which is always great. I love moving these around a bit. I can barely do it, but... So I'd like to say I have a great starter pack for a good physique. I've been working out for about a year now, and I've been consistently working out for just a few months, and I'm loving it. I love every single minute of it. I am obsessed with it, and I really would like to be an amateur bodybuilder one day. I don't want to be an IFBB pro. I don't want to be a professional of any caliber. I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy it. And most importantly, I want a trophy. Well, I guess that's not the most important, but that's one of my driving factors. Another one is I want to create a name for myself. I think becoming a professional bodybuilder will also make me more attractive. I'm someone who really wants to look great. I want to look great for my lady. I want to look great for people that I love. I don't respect fat people personally, and I understand that's a bad thing to say. Probably going to cut that out of the video, but if it somehow makes it, just know I don't really respect fat people. I think it means you lack discipline. I think it means you lack self-respect. And most importantly, every fat person makes a ton of excuses, A great example of this can be one of my overweight friends told me that his dog is gaining weight and he wants to start taking him on walks more and feeding him less. But when he gains weight, he claims it's his metabolism or genetics or something of that nature. Also, guys, I just watched the video and realized my camera light died. I don't even think you guys noticed because I have a pretty good lighting over here from the basement. And yeah, so I'll keep recording and I'll put my camera light up pretty soon. If that bothers you, I apologize. But now let's get back into the conversation. I think fat people make a lot of excuses. I actually released a video on my channel titled I Am Now Fat Phobic, but I decided to delete it because I felt as if I want real sponsorships in the future and stuff like that, I should stay as PR trained as possible with the little PR training that I have. I still want to keep it respectful to everyone. And that's not to sit here and say if I come up to, a fat person, if I see a fat person in the wild per se, I'm gonna come up to them and make fun of them. No, most of my friends are overweight, unfortunately, but they are. And it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. However, there's one driving factor for me. The reason I have so many overweight friends is because I'm trying to influence them to be better. I'm trying to influence them to actually go to the gym without having to tell me that they went to the gym. One of my friends, Vibes, he's also my TikTok manager. Shout out to you, Vibes. I love you so much. Has been working out. He's been doing about 90 push-ups a day, which is absolutely insane. I love that for him. He's someone who didn't work out for a long time, and started working out a little here and there. He worked out for like a month, then he quit. Now he came back, and after working out for just a few weeks, his biceps grew already. And I'm very, very proud to say that I think I personally influenced him to do that quite a bit. I'm not taking away from his achievements. I think he earned it all by himself. However, he just needed a nice little kick in the ass, you know, a little push. And I was scared that if I give some of my friends that push, you know, I'm gonna push him too hard and they're gonna fall over. In reality, I pushed him just enough, and other people must have pushed him just enough for him to get there. He pushed himself just enough to start getting there. I'm extremely proud of people like that. I don't like do selective friendships. I don't go like, you're not fat, so I can't really change you, or your physique is better than mine, so I can't really change you. I have quite a bit of friends who have great physiques. Vincent, you're one of them. Shout out to you, Vincent. He has a great physique. I'm jealous of him. I'm a skinny bitch. He's a jacked mogger. So that's awesome. And I know I went on a little bit of a rant, but I wanted to get all that out. I love everyone for the way they are. I respect everyone the way they are. It's not to say I don't respect you as a complete person. I just don't respect people that tell me how to work out, tell me what I need to do to gain muscle when they consist of 45% body fat, you know? It's just not something that I ever experienced. I was fat in 8th grade, and at that point I was a kid, so I don't really consider it as being fat. Because I was just growing into my body. I was 5'7" at the time. I grew to 6 foot about now. So I'm in a place where, you know, I stretched out and the fat also went out, like spread around my body, and I lost a lot of the weight like that. The only thing I don't respect in fat people is I've seen a lot of videos of fat people trying to make fun of people who go in the gym. They say they make funny faces or their poses are funny, and it's just, I can become what you are. You can never become what I am, per se. Being fat is extremely easy. I mean, I gained about 10 pounds in about a month and a half. That's just to show how easy it is to gain weight. It is a lot harder to lose the weight. I was trying to cut down a pound to see how long it would take me. It took me 4 days of extremely limiting my diet to a few items, cutting out carbs and things like that, not drinking soda, and also do not cut out carbs. I learned my lesson there. You lose all your energy too. Before we continue our discussion, let's do more squats. I'm a little out of breath, so if I'm talking and I just start breathing, please forgive me. This is heavier than I thought, and you know, doing a bulk amount of reps is difficult. Currently, we're at 70. We did 70 squats so far. We did 30 our first set and 40 our second set. Let's see if we could do more next set, or if 40 was our limit. This is also for a challenge. My last video, I think I did 20 or 40 squats overall, so doing 200 is a lot more. Another problem I have with physique inflation, and this doesn't really hit home because I have a girlfriend, but getting a girlfriend with your physique is absolutely insane. And I don't know if it's just my girlfriend that's the problem or something, but my girlfriend doesn't compliment my body. She says, she doesn't say anything. I was gonna say she says I'm skinny, but she doesn't even say that. She doesn't motivate me, and that's not bashing her at all for it. I just don't think I have a physique worth talking about, you know? And I'm not blaming her for it at all. I just don't know if that's just my girl or your girl too. But I am 6 foot. It's harder for me to gain muscle. Not an excuse, just the truth. And I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna be jacked. I'm gonna be huge. But with physique inflation happening, the way I look right now, if I was in the 2000s, freaking I'd get eaten up by crowds of ladies. You know, everyone, I'd freaking walk into a grocery store and every girl in the store would just throw her panties at my face. Nowadays, you don't even get complimented if you take steroids because some women still think you look like a dad bod, and that's absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys saw the Twitter post. If I find it, I'll put it up right here. But it was Henry Cavill running out of the water in, I think, Man of Steel. And some girl posted it on Twitter saying, now this is what I want in a dad bod. A little bit of muscle, a little bit of fat, and the list kept going. And I was crashing out. I was like, are you serious right now? That's literally Superman. Once again, not blaming women. I just think physique inflation is a real thing. Every single guy who even starts working out just looks like me. And a lot of guys have started working out recently. So, you know, a lot of us look decently fit, but not appealing anymore. It's not something that's like crazy. It's I don't know, it's average now. It sucks that I've worked out for about a year now and my physique still looks absolutely average. I hate everything about it. I really like my arms. My arms are getting a bit bigger. However, aside from the arms and, you know, the chest itself, everything else is staying the same. I'm actually losing my abs, which I'm extremely proud of because that means I'm actually gaining weight and I'll be able to get them back at any point. I've had abs since I think 8th grade, so it wasn't an issue. At the beginning of 8th grade, I was about 5'6", 200. At the end of 8th grade, I was about 5'8", 160, 150. So I had abs, I was taller, it was a great feeling, I loved it. And a lot of it was from playing basketball and playing soccer. I started playing sports, and after that, you know, the fitness journey kicked off without me even realizing it. And we're gonna end this video off on doing one last set of squats. I'm gonna try to do at least 50 to see if I can get up to 120 before ending this video. However, in my opinion, physique inflation is a pretty bad thing. I think a lot of it comes from the drive of steroids and the popularity of steroids. Everyone takes steroids nowadays. I mean, even earlier in this video, I mentioned I really want to take steroids myself. I don't know if I will. I don't know when I will. I just talked to a professional about this, and he told me that essentially taking steroids is not something you will do once or twice. It is something that you have to do repeated cycles of to see pure growth constantly. Yes, I will see growth that will stay, but not all of it will stay. So for example, if I do a 6-month cycle and then hop off for a year, I will end up losing some muscle mass within the first month or two of hopping off. However, I will be able to gain some of it back, or if not all of it back, over the course of my lifetime. However, I am planning to take steroids after I reach my physical max, my peak natural physical max, and if I'm still not happy with that, we're going to see where I can get with that. I am 6 foot. I'm pretty tall, as I've mentioned multiple times. It is something that I'm very proud of, if you haven't noticed. But the reason I keep mentioning it is because I have a perfect frame for a great looking bodybuilder. The problem for me is, 1, discipline, and 2, seeing all these other people on Instagram, on TikTok, you know, showing off their physiques where they look absolutely great. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on them. You guys are motivating me. If you're a jacked guy watching this, if you're just absolutely massive, I love you. I appreciate you. You are one of the reasons why I work out. And I love working out. I love every minute of it. My eyes are a bit watery. I just sneezed. I'm not crying, I promise. However, the problem that I have with these Instagram videos and everything of that nature is, 1, it's influencing the youth, which I am the youth, and it's influencing me to do steroids. It's making me think that steroids are awesome, and I'm jealous, and you know, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of FOMO watching you guys work out, having great physiques that are seriously not achievable naturally, and I'm jealous of that. Yes, I am. However, I do need to put myself in a place where I've only been doing this for a little and I already have great results. I have enough results to keep going the next day. And most importantly, I am someone who wants to keep growing. I want to keep growing, keep getting better at everything I do. And a big part of that is working out naturally, you know, making my discipline more disciplined, making my diet more disciplined, because at the end of the day, even if I start taking copious amounts of steroids, the way I work out right now and the schedule that I have right now, I'm simply just I'm not gonna see results. I'm not gonna see the results that I expect to see because I'm not working out, you know, 2 hours a day. I'm not even working out an hour a day. I work out maybe 45 minutes a day. I need to up those numbers up. I need to amp up the charge, amp up the power, you know, amp up the weight. And most importantly, I need to get into a gym. I love doing home workouts. I love working out at home. I love the freaking little... I love the little dumbbells that I have over here. This is 40 pounds, by the way. Ladies, keep your panties on. But I really want to get into a real gym. There's a lot more exercises that I could do within a gym. There's a lot of things that I could do like that. And a gym membership is not that expensive. And I really need monetization. That's my biggest problem is I don't want to pull money out of my paychecks to pay for the gym. But at this point, I'm clearly seeing growth on my YouTube channel. I'm seeing a lot of new people subscribing. I'm seeing a lot of new faces, a lot of new supporters. And I love every single one of you. However, I want to get away from shorts. I want to get away from doing challenges for subscribers because I don't feel like I'm truly earning loyal fans. I'm just earning people that want to see me do a push-up for them. But anyway, I love you guys. Also, quick shout out to all my subscribers. We're currently at 7,700. I love you guys all so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, and let's go do the last set of 50 squats. Let's begin. We did 30.